Hello, Divine Ones. This is a Patreon exclusive, and this is the Patreon pick for this week. We have Self-Employment, A New Dawn, Treasure Chest. And so one thing that I definitely know for sure that a lot of the divine individuals, we are receiving upgrades in our intuition, but as well with our spiritual gifts. A lot of new gifts are coming online, I specifically here. And another thing too is like with the self-employment, and this almost looks like a laptop that someone is opening up. So someone could be starting a online business. They could be, I hear, integrating new atmospheres, I hear chat groups within their spiritual group. But this specifically a video, I haven't posted it just yet, but I recorded it maybe about a month ago. And it was like a prophetic message for the 2020 recession, supposedly recession. And so in every great recession or great setback, usually that there are individuals that are having a setback, but there's also individuals that are stepping into power, into self improvement, self empowerment as well. And so that's what I feel like this is going on with a lot of divine individuals, that they're stepping into a lot of their new spiritual gifts, new spiritual territories. And many of them are starting their spiritual businesses. I keep hearing the word apothecary as well. So maybe dealing with herbology, if that's even a word, but they're dealing with like holistic medicines. And that video should be going live tomorrow, in which the divine spirit was saying about, get your spiritual, for those that are led to start a spiritual business, go ahead, the time is now, because it's going to be an influx. And you see how these diamonds or pearls, that's pearls of wisdom, it's pearls of new explorations, I hear. And it's pretty much like new territory, but it's like an overflowing of abundance. As you give, you will receive. So it's almost like a cycle that's going on. So for those that have been giving, pouring out, that they're going to receive that abundance back like tenfold. Another thing, this is mirroring a Masculine Mondays reading that I did a while ago, like last year, about a love that is shaken together, pressed down, and runneth over. It's like an overflowing of love. And I look at the timer and it said 222. That's another number that has been coming through for the divine feminine for a while, since last year. And many are receiving like a lot of abundance that is coming through because they have stayed the course, they have stayed faithful. And I like that this came in the middle. It's like self-employment, self-improvement, self-alignment, new dawn. So that's changing things, and then stepping into the glorified self, if you will. And with that glorified self, we're talking about someone that has reached a pinnacle in which they feel like they are really true to themselves. They're not afraid of showing what's deep within them. They're not afraid of those spiritual gifts and those other talents that are hidden within them. At first, some people may have felt like energetically, I hear, not just entertained, but energetically intimidated by what lays beneath the surface within them. And they felt like other people would probably shy away from it. Some people may have thought about this consciously. Some people may have thought about this unconsciously, and unconsciously would sabotage themselves because they were afraid of that. I hear that gut, like in their gut, they had these different types of gifts that were coming up to the surface. This is also talking about love as well. Okay, so it says the worst is now behind you. A positive new experiences are on the horizon. Okay, so keep going, keep aligning, keep healing, keep working on your inner higher knowledge, your inner higher alignment. And if the spirit is moving, then go with the flow. I also hear like a lot of prophecies coming true as well as to fruition. A lot of those gifts are coming through, like a lot of prophetic dreams that are going to show people what to do and how to do it. And this is coming along and with the whole collective here. And the collective body is going to get an upgrade as well. And another thing too with this Scorpio new moon is that I'm doing a in-depth fast and prayer, and I have 2 candles. So I have one for love and attracting love relationships and abundance and love, and then I have a green one for tangible abundance. And I'm going to add everyone's name to those 2 candles for this Scorpio new moon, and everybody's names that are part of the Patreon portal, the Patreon membership. And I'm going to be fasting for 3 days as well. I'm doing a family fast, so my children will be fasting with me as well, according to, you know, their ability. My Napoleon, I don't think you guys ever met Napoleon as of yet, but he is so gifted. Like, he's so mature. He has already started his fast. I didn't even prompt him. He like started his fast like 2 weeks ago, and he is so disciplined, and he has prophetic dreams as well. But, you know, mentioning children, a lot of children, some parents may be intimidated. You have some parents that are not equipped for starseed children, but that's because of the starseed children's path. They have to go through, you know, challenging situations with trying to balance their energy and be with normal individuals, and then running into their soul family, much like how our stories have been. And then you have some that have been born to starseeds or born to twin flames, etc. And they are coming aboard with new gifts. And in the biblical text in the New Testament, Apostle Paul mentions that you will have first of all, in the Old Testament, out of the mouth of babes, but as well, like that scripture I was talking about before with Apostle Paul, he was saying that the children will speak in prophecy. They will have prophetic gifts as well. And a lot of that is starting to come online. So pay attention to what your children are saying, what they're doing, because a lot of times you guys do know about Hassani, that she will pick up something that I would tell her not to pick up usually, but then when I look at it, it's actually like a message from my twin flame, or a message on something that I need to do. It's a message from my spirit guides, if you will, or she would say something and give me this look, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I know where that came from. Same thing with, you know, my other children, and then you guys know about Duke and stuff. But anyways, you guys, getting a little long-winded here, but, you know, definitely pay attention to everything that's going on. All right, you guys. And also check out the Patreon prayer. There are those, for those that have a certain tier, they get the personal Patreon prayer requests that I put in with the bay leaf burning and stuff, and the angelic love light language. And then we just have like the collective prayers as well. So check that out. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.